Gherman Stepanovich Titov was a Soviet cosmonaut who, on 6 August 1961, became the second human to orbit the Earth, aboard Vostok 2, preceded by Yuri Gagarin on Vostok 1. He was the fourth person in space, counting suborbital voyages of U.S. astronauts Alan Shepard and Gus Grissom. Titov's flight finally proved that humans could live and work in space. He was the first person to orbit the Earth multiple times, to spend more than a day in space, to sleep in orbit and to suffer from space sickness. In fact, he also holds the record for being the first person to vomit in space. He was the first to pilot a spaceship personally, and he made the first manual photographs from orbit, thus setting a record for modern space photography. He also was the first person to film the Earth using, for 10 minutes, a professional quality Converse Aftermath movie camera. A month short of 26 years old at launch, he remains the youngest person to fly in space. In his subsequent life, Titov continued to work for the Soviet space program, playing a major role in Spiral project, where he trained to become the first pilot of an orbital spaceplane. However, after the death of Yuri Gagarin in a military aircraft accident in 1968, the Soviet government decided it couldn't afford to lose its second cosmonaut, and so Titov's career as test pilot ended. Titov served in the Soviet Air Force and became General Colonel, and in his final years in post-Soviet Russia he became a communist politician, despite having been chosen only second after Gagarin to fly into space. It was Titov who later proposed the Soviet government regularly celebrate Cosmonautics Day on April 12, the day of Gagarin's flight. Biography. Titov was born in the village of Verkhnaya Zhelino in the Altai Krai and went to school at the Stalingrad Military Aviation School. After graduating as an Air Force pilot, he was selected for cosmonaut training in 1960. Titov flew to the Vostok 2 mission launched on 6 August 1961. It lasted for 25.3 hours and he performed 17 orbits of the Earth. His call sign was Eagle. He landed close to the town of Krasny Kut in Saratov Oblast, Russia. A month short of 26 years old at launch, he remains the youngest person to fly in space. Titov was a member of the Communist Party of the Soviet Union, as were almost all the Soviet cosmonauts. Titov was a fine sportsman, and keen on gymnastics. Service in the Air Force made us strong, both physically and morally. All of us cosmonauts took up sports and PT seriously when we served in the Air Force. I know that Yuri Gagarin was fond of ice hockey. He liked to play goalkeeper. Gherman Titov was a gymnastics enthusiast. Andrian Nikolaev liked skiing. Pavel Popovich went in for weightlifting. I don't think I'm wrong when I say that sports became a fixture in the life of the cosmonauts. Quote, he was the first person to suffer from space sickness, and was also the first person to sleep in space. He slept for roughly one orbit and was surprised to wake with his arms floating in the air due to the absence of normal gravity. He returned to sleep after putting his arms under a security belt, then slept 30 minutes more than predicted by the flight plan. He stated that, once you have your arms and legs arranged properly, space sleep is fine. I slept like a baby. Though he had been suffering from space sickness during his orbit, Titov celebrated upon landing. His celebration is described as a fit of euphoria after landing, and on his return flight to Kubyshev for debriefing, he alarmed the medical staff by opening and downing a beer in complete violation of the rules. At a visit in Seattle, Titov was asked by reporters how his spaceflight affected his philosophy of life. He replied, "Sometimes people are saying that God is out there. I was looking around attentively all day, but I didn't find anybody there. I saw neither angels nor God. The utterance was famously used in Soviet anti-religion propaganda, but it was misattributed to Yuri Gagarin. Following his spaceflight, Titov assumed various senior positions in the Soviet space program until his retirement in 1992. In 1995, he was elected to the State Duma as a member of the Communist Party. He died of cardiac arrest in his sauna at the age of 65 in Moscow. He was buried in the Novodevichy Cemetery. Also following his flight in Vostok 2, Titov would land and be sent to the hospital for further testing to ensure that he was not sick. Post-Vostok 2, Titov reportedly engaged in behaviors that could be considered unacceptable for someone working within the space program. Titov is reported to have been enthralled in his love of women, excessive drinking, and fast cars, which caused some to theorize that his behavior had potentially been another side effect of the space sickness he experienced from zero gravity. Further testing would reveal that this was not the case. Awards and legacy. Gherman Titov was awarded the title Hero of the Soviet Union, 2 Orders of Lenin, and numerous medals and foreign orders. He was bestowed the title of the Hero of Socialist Labor of Bulgaria, Hero of Labor of Vietnam, and Hero of Mongolia. Titov crater on the far side of the Moon and an island in Halong Bay are named after him, TTP Island. On the 6th of August 2011, the 50th anniversary of Titov's flight, the reconstructed and expanded Gherman Titov Museum was opened in his native village of Polkovnikovo, Altai Krai. Honors and awards. Russia and the USSR Hero of the Soviet Union, Order of Merit for the Fatherland, 3rd class for services to the state, achievements in work and significant contribution to strengthening friendship and cooperation between peoples. 2 Orders of Lenin, Order of the October Revolution, Order of the Red Banner of Labor, Lenin Prize, Medal for the Development of Virgin Lands, Honored Specialist of the Armed Forces of the USSR for outstanding service to the Soviet state in the country's defense capacity and professional skill, Honored Master of Sports, Pilot Cosmonaut of the Soviet Union, Foreign Awards Hero of Labor of the Democratic Republic of Vietnam, Order of Ho Chi Minh, Friendship Order, Hero of Socialist Labor of the People's Republic of Bulgaria, Order of Georgy Dimitrov, Medal 25 Years of People's Power, Medal 100th Anniversary of the Birth of Georgy Dimitrov, Hero of the Mongolian People's Republic, Order of Sukhbator, Medal 30 Years of Victory over Japan's Militarist, Order of Karl Marx, Gold Medal for Exemplary Work, Order of the Star of Indonesia 2nd class, Order of the Yugoslav Star with Sash, Order of the Star of Romania 1st class, Order of the Star of the Republic of the Congo, Order of Friendship and Cooperation, Honor of the President of Ukraine, for outstanding contributions to the development of space rocket systems, the strengthening of international cooperation in space industry and in conjunction with the 10th anniversary of the first flight of the launch vehicles NN. Additional reading. G. Titov, M. Iden, I'm Eagle. Indianapolis, Bobbs Merrill, 1962. Testing of Rocket and Space Technology, The Business of My Life. Events and Facts, AI. Ostashev, Korolev, 2001. Bank of the Universe, edited by Boltenko AC, Kiev, 2014. Publishing House Phoenix, ISBN 978-966-136-1699. Rockets and People, B. E. Chertok, M. Mechanical Engineering, 1999. ISBN 5217029420. A. I. Ostashev, Sergei Pavlovich Gorolyov, The Genius of the 20th Century, 2010 M. IV Public Educational Institution of Higher Professional Training MGUL ISBN 978-58135-05102. S. P. Korolev, Encyclopedia of Life and Creativity, edited by C. A. Lopota, RSC Energia. S. P. Korolev, 2014 ISBN 978-5906-674-04-3. Family History. The official website of the city administration Baikonur, Honorary Citizens of Baikonur.